Hi, welcome to We're Not Chefs. I'm Stephanie and I am definitely not a chef, but I do like to cook and I do like to eat. So these recipes that we'll be showing in this series are going to be super easy, really basic. Today's recipe is going to be a recipe by the blog Life is No Yolk, and it's a cashew queso. And this is a really perfect party dish, potluck dish, when we can start having potlucks and parties again. Or you can just eat it all to yourself. It's really simple, no crazy ingredients, and I promise everyone's gonna ask you where you got this cheese. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe because we'll be posting a new video every week. So I'm no chef, but let's cook together. Okay, so first I have all my ingredients here, everything I already portioned out. I think I'm gonna put the almonds in first, pulse them for a second, and then put everything else in. So on the Life is No Yolk blog, they use a Vitamix, and I don't have a Vitamix, but this is also a high power blender, and I've made this plenty of times before, and it doesn't get it super smooth. I would say like a 9 out of 10 smooth. So I'm just gonna pulse my almonds really quick. Let's see, pulsey pulse. Oh, I guess I should turn it on first. That's helpful. I guess I should also plug it in first. Technical difficulties. Okay. And in the Life is No Yolk recipe, they don't soak their cashews, but since I don't have a Vitamix, I soaked mine just to make sure that it got extra smooth. So there's my half a cup of cashews, half a cup of almonds. I have a 1/4 cup of nooch, which is nutritional yeast. Trader Joe's has the best price on nooch, but you can find it in a ton of different stores in the bulk section. Okay, I have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, which is a very key ingredient, I feel like. I feel like it gives it a really good flavor. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt, which is also a key ingredient. Okay, I mean, there's not that many ingredients, so they're pretty much all key ingredients. And 1 red pepper, I chopped mine up. Here, see, everything just goes into the blender. It's really easy. And then I have 1 cup of almond milk. Just make sure your milk is unsweetened. You don't want this to be like a sweet cheese. All right, and you can also add chili flakes if you want to taste. I'm not adding any because I'm not super into really spicy stuff. We're just gonna blend this up. In the Life is No Yolk recipe, they blend theirs in their Vitamix for 6 minutes. So since mine is a different kind of blender, but still high powered, I might have to blend it a little bit longer. And because I don't wanna overheat my blender, I'm going to give it little breaks in between. So make sure you blend it until it's a really smooth consistency. Might have to scrape down the sides a little bit on the inside, just to make sure everything's blending and there's no like little bits stuck to the sides that you're gonna get later, because some of the chunkier parts are sticking to the top and we don't want that. We want an even, smooth blend. And I'm also gonna scrape down my lid here. And you can just keep checking the consistency to see if it's smooth yet. Okay, so the cheese has been blending for about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Not sure, didn't time it. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out, make sure it's smooth. And we'll have ourselves a snack. Yeah, that's pretty good, pretty smooth. There are like it's a little tiny bit grainy because of the cashews and almonds, but it is delicious and flavorful, so I'm not super worried about that. It's very minimal grain. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my little dish here. Let's do a taste test. Holy moly. This stuff is so good. So one time I made this at a party, and somebody at the end of the party, there was like a bunch left in the blender still that I hadn't poured out, and they threw it away. And I was like, where's my cheese? Where's my cheese? And then my partner was like, oh, I think somebody threw it out. They like dumped it and washed the dish, and I was very sad about it because the stuff is so good, and you wasted half a cup of cashews and half a cup of almonds, you know? Never again. So you can definitely just put this out as a dip and eat it with some tortilla chips, or even some like carrot sticks, or like, you know, how people eat ranch and broccoli and stuff. Why not a healthy cheese? So I have something in the oven. I'm gonna show you another way that I'm planning to use this cheese and eating or inhaling all by myself. Just kidding, I'll share, but let me just show you. So the easiest way to eat this is obviously just as it is, as a dip with chips or veggies, or you can add it to potatoes or another vegetable to dress up your meal. Please don't forget to subscribe to Mercy for Animals YouTube channel and like this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.